Hey guys, I'm Ben and welcome to another episode of Underground Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at one of the most important and long-lasting members of the original thrash metal fraternity, the mighty Germans, Destruction. So on their 15th studio album, Diabolical, the band is also celebrating their 40th anniversary, having a legacy that really puts them deservedly alongside other German thrash legends like Sodom and Creator. Their place in metal history is already cemented. So, with all that being said, do Destruction still have anything to offer this deep into their long career? Let's have a look. So Diabolical opens with the moody and militaristic feel of Under the Spell before unleashing the thrash attack on the title track, which opens with heavy riffing and Schmier doing a falsetto shriek. The song, while retaining the classic thrash aggression, also manages to incorporate some cool melodic elements that just brush up against the power metal sound without falling across the line. Here we get the first of many tasty guitar solos as well, and it's all super cool and done awesomely. A great start to the album. Then you've got No Faith in Humanity, which bludgeons in even heavier and faster, and it's cool to see that after 40 years, their energy levels haven't diminished. Again, the melodic element is present, and again, the catchiness is welcome and cool. Schmier is still sounding unique and nasty, and his delivery really has always been badass and entertaining, and that really hasn't changed. I love how the next track, Repent the Sins, kicks off with a short call and response style riff between the bass and the guitars of Martin Furia and Damir Eskij. It's very cool stuff. Then you've got Hope Dies Last, which also comes in swinging with some great drumming from Randy Black and a great shred intro from the guitars. Again, the catchiness is there, and while the playing is still just as fast and fierce, the catchiness in many ways has sort of somewhat replaced the brutal savagery of their early career. However, it feels more like a natural progression than any kind of stepping off the gas. The Last of a Dying Breed is next and is sort of built around some great riffing. And again, the energy level is set to high throughout. Awesome stuff. Another Schmier falsetto scream opens the belter Stage of Apathy, which continues the standard laid out previously. Then you've got Tormented Soul, which brings in a sort of mid-paced thrasher into the mix, which is somewhat of a respite from the onslaught, but perhaps doesn't quite have the same going for the jugular feel without all that sort of ripping speed that the rest of it has. Also, it has a bit of a 90s thrash feel about it, which I'm not that crazy about, but overall it's still a pretty strong track nonetheless. Then you got Servant of the Beast, which works quickly to return the band to the full speed attack, and it's handled like the pros these guys are. Fast and savage. Then you've got The Lonely Wolf, which opens with a riff as heavy as 10-ton balls, and it's fucking awesome. And then once again, they deliver the catchiness and power with some tasty dual guitar lines, and it's just killer stuff. Next is Ghost from the Past, another full speed attack that is pure face melting thrash goodness and loaded with some more great guitar playing as well from the guys. Horrification is the next track, and it reminds me of a slightly more dissonant version of And Justice for All era Metallica with a bit of a sort of coroner edge to it, at least on the vocals anyway. It's pretty cool. And then finally, the album wraps up with the GBH cover version of City Baby Attacked by Rats. And it's cool and heavy, but I'm always happier to have all originals. And even if the covers are done well, as this one is, give me originals all day. I'm not a big fan of bands doing covers. Anyway, to answer the question that I posed earlier, I'd have to say most definitely yes. Destruction obviously still has a lot to offer. Diabolical is an album stacked with power, speed, and aggression, and but also with plenty of memorable catchiness, mixed into everything. Have they broken any new ground with this album? Well, no. And if thrash is not your thing, then this probably won't be the album to convert you. However, if you like thrash and that's fast and heavy with just enough melody to make it catchy, then Diabolical is definitely for you and worth your time. And I've just got to say, finally, it's great to see these guys going so strong after all these years. So how would I rate this one? Well, I think this one is a strong 8 out of 10. Great effort from these guys. And yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Stay metal and see you next time.